Tragedy in the South Bay as 3 people, including 2 San Diego police officers, were killed in a fiery head-on crash. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee in for Heather Myers today. Investigators say the violent wreck was caused by a driver heading the wrong way on Interstate 5. It happened near Dairy Mart Road in San Ysidro, right near the border. We have multiple crews following the story. We begin today with News 8's Shannon Handy and the latest information coming right there from the scene. Shannon, we see the cars behind you. Such a tragedy.
Yeah, it's been really tough to be out here and see the reaction from the officers who had to respond to this tragic crash. You know, this happened around 10:20 a.m. and here we are nearly 6 hours later. And as you mentioned, Marcella, you can still see those vehicles here behind me, although a tow truck has just arrived. CHP continues to conduct their investigation. In fact, at this moment, all lanes of the I-5 south between the 905 ramp and Dairy Mart Road are closed. Now, aside from the logistical work being done out here, emotionally, this has been tough for everyone. We watched as officers and firefighters bowed their heads when the bodies were removed. As you mentioned, 3 people died, the female wrong-way driver and 2 San Diego police officers described only as a man and a woman. And here you see video taken minutes after the crash. Firefighters working frantically to free those victims. Again, this happened along the I-5 south near Dairy Mart Road in San Ysidro. That's about 4 miles from the border. Minutes earlier, CHP officers received a call about a Honda Civic going north in the southbound lanes. Now, when crews arrived, the Civic had already crashed head-on into a blue Ford, bursting into flames. 1 person, a woman, was in the Honda. 2 people, a man and a woman, both San Diego police officers, were in the Ford, which News 8 has confirmed is a city-owned vehicle. Tragically, all 3 died on scene.
We still are trying to piece it together. Just right now, just a tragic situation all around, losing a brother and sister.
No word yet on how fast the wrong-way driver was going, if drugs or alcohol played a role, or what lanes the vehicles were. And also the names of all 3 who died have not been released. And again, you are looking at a live picture out here. The lanes of the 5 South are closed. What you're seeing are just some vehicles getting on from a different ramp. But the tow truck is here, and we're told that once those cars get removed, then traffic will reopen. But at this point, it could be another 30 minutes or an hour. We just don't know. We, of course, will continue with live reports to keep you updated on the tragic situation out here, but also the traffic situation out here. But just a tragedy all around, and it's going to take a lot of time to piece this all together.
Yeah, really a terrible day, Shannon. You mentioned they were the officers in a city vehicle as opposed to a MARC unit. First off, what does that mean, a city vehicle? And do we have any idea why the officers were in that?
Yeah, so that means the car is actually owned by the city. So technically, those officers should have been doing some type of city work if they were in that vehicle. Now, what that can mean is they could have been going to their shift, coming home from their shift, or maybe doing undercover work. But at this point, we really just don't know where exactly those officers were going. So that, of course, is a big part of this investigation.
All right, Shannon, thank you so much. We have had a number of news crews covering this horrible story, and the news of the crash is, of course, hitting members of the San Diego Police Department especially hard. News 8's Jesse Pagan is live at the San Diego Police headquarters to continue our team coverage. Jesse, I've got to imagine it's an incredibly somber mood down there. This is just a shocking moment for this department. What are you learning today?
Yeah, Carlo, Marcella, you really said it right there. It's shocking, and it's really the news that's spreading throughout the San Diego Police Department here, and to officers now at this very moment stationed at all the substations throughout the city and the county here. But we do know that the 2 officers were the ones traveling in that blue Ford sedan heading south when they came up and collided with that wrong-way driver right in the middle of the freeway. A San Diego police spokesperson says that's when the 2 officers were trapped really inside of the car, and unfortunately unfortunately, that's where the firefighters found them when they got there. A procession made of officers and law enforcement members of different agencies throughout the city and the county then escorted those bodies to the medical examiner's office, where the examiner will do their investigation and really figure out who they are for sure, and also what exactly happened and what kind of injuries they sustained that led to their death. A spokesperson for the police department tells us Chief David Nislight is really just focusing right now on letting the officers know, letting the families of these two officers know, and making sure everyone is taken care of.
It's a family, so everybody knows each other pretty well, and I'm sure it's hitting everybody as they're hearing the news across the different substations.
Mayor Todd Gloria is also commenting on the crash. In a statement, he says in part, quote, "It's with a heavy heart that we mourn our two San Diego Police Department officers. In the coming days, we'll learn more about these public servants and we'll honor them with their service. I ask San Diegans, keep the officers and their families in your prayers." Now, of course, we do know that California Highway Patrol is the one that's handling the investigation into what really happened, because this happened on a freeway. However, we do expect to hear more from the San Diego Police Department in just a little bit. Carlo, Marcella?
Jesse, just a tragic reminder that life can change in an instant. We don't know if these officers with radios in their cars may have heard that call, that initial call that there was a wrong-way driver. We don't know where they were going, what they were doing. And, you know, when you work for San Diego Police, you do come to expect perhaps the unthinkable, but something like this, so sudden and tragic, is just so heartbreaking. It could have been anybody.
Yeah, it really could have, Marcella, and that's really something that the officers here are really dealing with, and something that Chief David Nislight right now is probably dealing as well, to letting their officers know this is part of the job, and sadly, this can happen. And a lot of officers right now are feeling that heavy emotion for their brother and their sister, and also the emotion that it could have been one of them.
Yeah, heavy hearts, no doubt, in the entire law enforcement community and the greater San Diego at large today. Jesse Pagan reporting from San Diego Police Department downtown. Thanks, Jesse.